Hello, everyone. My name is Amazing, and welcome to Double Digits, your one-stop football show, where you can get everything football around the world. Of course, I'm not here alone. I'm here with Inyobong Monday, one-man army, one-man panel. Inyobong,
Yeah,
good
good,
to see
good,
you.
good, good, good to be here. Amazing. Absolute pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good to have you here. We're talking about the French league, of course, the Bundesliga, Syria, and everything football around those leagues this season. Let's start with the French league in Yobong. Kylian Mbappe, he's been in the news this season. I'll put everything in context for you. Of course, he had a little talk with the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, and who, found time to just tell him try and just stay in France. That might have made, helped Mbappe to make a decision to just stay in France. I'll put it in the context again, 50 million euros net, which is after tax per year, sign-on fee of 100 million euros. He has not asked for the captain's armband, so it might still be Marquinhos this season. But he has the power to wield to hire or fire a coach. And that's if PSG decides to hire a new coach. All of this Kylian Mbappe story, it's box office in Yabon.
It is absolutely incredible. It's an incredible story, incredible in whichever way you want to look at it. Because for a kid that young, and I think he's still a kid, he's just 23. He's won
Yep.
the World Cup. He's got the everything he wants at the moment, and I think it's more incredible when you consider some of the things we're hearing from the newspapers. And I don't know what newspapers you're reading, and we're hearing, like you rightfully said, the statement was that he's been given a right and authority to Paris Saint-Germain sporting project. And whatever you understand about sporting project, we're hearing he has got the right to sign players, to fire managers, and that for me is absolutely preposterous. I don't
Preposterous.
think I don't believe it. But if indeed that's what Paris Saint-Germain have done, I think they've shown incredible desperation to keep the player. And in my opinion, I just find that quite ridiculous to believe, because I think it upsets the balance in the dressing room. We talked about Marquinhos in the dressing room, who is a very key and very important factor in that dressing
That's
room.
true.
You have people like Messi in that dressing room. You have Neymar in that dressing room, and I know that these people have different negotiations on their contract. But when you give a player such willpower, such authority, it is quite incredible, because the kid is talented. Make no mistake about it. He's got football talent. He's got football ability. But I just think that when you hand a footballer such powers in the dressing room, you run the risk of upsetting the balance in the dressing room, because I just feel that football is not an individual sport, it's a team sport.
Yeah.
And we all need to be in sync. We might not earn the same amount of money, but there has to be a feeling of unity, a feeling of we are looking for the same thing. When you give one player the powers to do anything he wants to do, then you upset the balance in the dressing room. And that is what I'm really worried about. And like I said, I don't believe that Mbappe was given all that powers. And make no mistake about it, this is not for money. He didn't stay at Paris Saint-Germain for money. Because if he had gone to Real Madrid, he probably earns the same thing. Probably earns the same amount of money, because Real Madrid would pay over the odds to have him wear the white and white. So it's quite an interesting story. It's quite an incredible one. But for Kylian Mbappe, makes him rich.
Makes him
really
exactly
rich.
really rich.
And I'm not going to sit here and be the young man who at the peak of his powers, his talent, his ability, his personality has earned him that amount of money. I think his talent deserves that. His incredible talent, gives him that sort of leverage to earn that amount of money. So I don't beat him. It's not about the money. I'm just worried about Paris Saint-Germain and the way they've gone about doing things.
Yeah, everything is going on in Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, Leonardo has been sacked, and we hear Louis Campos, who was with Kylian Mbappe at Monaco,
Guess what amazing?
who will be coming in.
Guess what amazing?
Yes.
I'm not suggesting that it's connected to it, but Mbappe signs a new contract and Leonardo gets fired.
Gets fired.
They usually say there's no smoke without fire. You can put the pieces together and begin to wonder, did Mbappe press that button? I'm just thinking, because it's quite interesting. A player signs a new contract, you know, all the hula baloo about him signing a new contract, and then next minute, the guy who was key in making decision, the sporting director of the club, gets fired. So I think the Mbappe reign has started. I think we can say that.
It has. He looks like the president of PSG
Yeah, of course.
right about now. So just to round off the league, PSG won the league. Marseille, Monaco are in the Champions League. Rennes in the Europa League. Nice in the Conference League. Nantes won the cup, and Bordeaux and Metz get relegated. Auxerre and Sochaux, of course, involved in a two-legged playoff, and the winner of that playoff play further against Saint-Etienne in that one, and the winner of course moved to the top flight next season. The other one drops down, and so that is all about and Mbappe and that one. Boubacar Kamara, of course, let's talk about him. He was signed from Marseille. Now they say Boubacar Kamara is one of the best players right now in Marseille. Started very young in Marseille at age of 5. Aston Villa has done a major coup on this guy and gotten this guy. Everybody's shouting, why is he leaving to a mid-table club?
Guess what, Maisie? I'll say this quite honestly. And people never like to hear this, but it's the truth. Everyone is a mercenary. Everyone. We work for money. I work for money. You work for money. And guess what? If you work in a company that pays you, let's say $1,000, I'm just saying, $1,000 every month, and you get an offer from another company who probably do not have the clout or the name that your company has, and they're offering you $2,000, you take it in a heartbeat, man. You take it in a heartbeat. You know why you would take it? Because that's what we're in for.
Money.
So when you hear something like, we hear things like, oh, he's a mercenary, he plays for money. What is he supposed to play for? What is he supposed to play for? He's supposed to play for money. And I understand all that ambition, you know, playing the Champions League. That is fantastic. That is great. If a player chooses to stay at a club and play Champions League football, that's fantastic. But guess what? Boubacar Kamara has gone for money. He's left Marseille to Aston Villa. Aston Villa probably double what he's earning at Marseille. Marseille don't have Marseille is a bigger club, obviously. But Aston Villa in English football are an absolutely historic club. They've got the money, and I think they're in an upward trajectory where you could look at where they're going with Steven Gerrard, the kind of players they're signing, and you know, continue just sign a new deal with them. They've got really young, fantastic players, young Ramsey in midfield. They've got Danny Ings, they've got Ollie Watkins. They're going in a trajectory that is quite good, and that kid wants to come to England and prove himself and show that, because the French league, as good as it is, it's not as good as the Premier League. The level of competitiveness is not the same in the Premier League, in the Ligue 1. So it's an opportunity for the lad to come and show what he can do. And please, someone give him a break. Give him a break. He's gone.
And when you said give him a break, when everybody talks about, you know, why are you going to a mid-table club? Marseille is in the Champions League. Why? And he silenced his critics. And this is what he said. I mean, it was kind of epic to me. And he said, lies take the elevator when truth takes the stairs. Even if it takes longer, the truth always ends up on top.
Fact.
And this was his response to his critics.
Fantastic. He's an intelligent footballer, you can tell that.
Yeah.
He's an intelligent footballer, and I like him. I always feel that you have to allow people to be what they want to be. You have to allow people to go through the motions they want to go through, because, I mean, perspective is everything. You know, how I see life is not how you see life, and
That's
how
true.
the next guy sees life. And allow people to be what they want to be. As long as it doesn't affect the other guy or affect everyone, please allow him. That's why I said give him a break.